everybody, and welcome to the show. I am your host, Suzanne Monk. This is a special edition of Trump Talk, a Trump Talk Q&A, where you and I and everybody gets a chance to sit around and ask questions and talk about Donald Trump and answer questions maybe we don't have before. So if you have any questions, feel free to chime right in. I do have a few questions that we have been sharing on the email here, so we can always follow up with those. And one of the questions I had is a follow-up on the San Jose situation. The San Jose situation, there were only 4 arrests, you guys. They only actually had 4 individual arrests in San Jose, despite all of the violence. So we're going to continue to follow up on that, but we're not really getting a lot of... They are doing some investigation, looking at videotapes, looking at footage, trying to sort of get a sense of if they can find some of the perpetrators of the violence in the San Jose riots. But in fact, so far only 4 arrests. There's a petition going around so that you can sign the petition. We're going to put that on the Trump Talk Facebook page, or I'm going to tweet that out. It'll be on my Twitter. The petition that you can sign to help de-seat the San Jose mayor who called for the stand down at the San Jose riots, because we certainly cannot continue with that kind of violence. So, some of the reasons I do a show, Trump Talk, that's what we do. I do a little segment called Trump Reason of the Day. So I pretty much do a different reason that I am supporting Trump every single day. But many, many reasons. The strength in renegotiating our trade deals so that we're not continuing to get screwed over by the international banking cabal, by the Chinese banking manipulators, and by the European bankers, and all of these forces that are doing so great at manipulating and taking our jobs and causing us to just kind of take whatever they give us and not ever defend these trade agreements that we get into. This is one strength that Trump is going to have more than others. So it's one of the things that I really appreciate. I think that the reason there has been violence where Trump goes is that there is an organized movement to bring protesters, particularly violent protesters, to Trump rallies. Anyone who speaks about illegal immigration has been treated to this ongoing, vicious, racist calling attacks, race baiting, and an organized movement paid for by very different organizations, also some very radical organizations even, but who support open borders, who support globalism, who support the ability to trade without having national sovereignty and individual property rights be a problem. There's a global organization that is certainly on the side of the leftist movements, particularly George Soros, MoveOn.org. There's all kinds of organizations that are actually funding these protests. So they're not just organically violent people showing up. They are being led to do that. So, does that answer your question? I hope that answers your question. There has been some talk. One of my Facebook friends, Becky, wrote to me and asked me, what do you think about the recusal situation for this judge? And, it's been all over. The judge has just been crazy, crazy, crazy. Everyone's been upset about the judge. There are so many reasons for this judge to recuse himself. It is not even funny. Between the donations that he personally has made to the Hillary campaign, between the fact that he selected prosecutors who have paid the Clinton Foundation over $500,000, between the Hispanic Bar Association, who has an open boycott of Trump and an attempt to destroy many Trump's businesses or properties. They've written an open letter. He's a member of the Hispanic Bar Association, so he's a member of many, many organizations who have openly stated that they are against Donald Trump. So, in fact, he should recuse himself. As we find out more and more about this judge, eventually we are going to get to where he does actually end up having to recuse himself, because the court of public opinion will make that clear, that he is certainly biased in every single way. This is a good question. From Jason Moore, he asked me, I've been trying to do Google searches for Trump news, and it seems to me that all of the Google News and Yahoo News is just viciously anti-Trump. What's been your experience? Jason, I am having the exact same experience. Absolutely. So, if you Yahoo, Google, if you just Google the words Trump news, what you'll find is story after story after story that is basically opinion stories, not actually news, not factual news, but opinion stories, all negative opinions about Trump. What to do about that? I don't know. I like to get on Twitter, follow a bunch of other Trump news organizations that are positive for Trump, and try to gather your news through people who have already gathered it up, because it's certainly spread out all over the internet. Because Google and Yahoo, they certainly are in the tank, not for Trump. So that's our questions, folks. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's late night, but we always love doing these little talks. And we, in fact, will be back again tomorrow with another Trump Talk episode with all of the latest Trump news. You can find me at Trumpetarian on Twitter. You can email us, trumptalkus@gmail.com. And, of course, you can find all of our videos here at www.trumptalk.us. This is my book, Semi-Essential Trump Supporters 2016 Election Survival Guide. We get it while you can. The primary edition is going fast. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. For me and Little Trumpy, we want to say, keep on trumping all the way to the White House. Have a good night. Go Trump.